Welcome, sailors, to Feature Friday in March's Reading Month, and today we're featuring the work of avid reader and storyteller Kobe Bryant. Kobe. And so I'm going to share all of the books that he helped create with his publishing company. And then you're going to watch two different clips. You're going to get to watch Dear Basketball, his Oscar winning short film that I don't know if you know that Kobe Bryant won an Academy Award for a film that he created, which is really cool. And then an interview where he talks about his life as a storyteller. And that is really what he is most proud of. And so we know him as this knew him as this amazing NBA legend, but he did other great things. He started an investment firm worth billions. He founded a basketball league with Nike. He learned Mandarin Chinese to foster business and fan relations in China. But he said his best work, the work of his heart, was being a storyteller. And when he was asked in November how he wanted to be remembered in 50 years, so this is a few months before he passed, he said that he wanted to be known as a person who was able to create stories that inspired their children and families to really bond together. And so today I'm going to feature some of his books. I have them in my classroom, and so please email me if you'd like to check anything out. I have two copies of Kobe, Mamba Mentality, How I Play. But then his sports books are really cool. It's a blend of sports writing, and then fantasy. So they're fiction. And his athletes, they all have like a special power. They have to harness and control their power of what's called grana. And Legacy and the Queen is my favorite one that he wrote. And he interviewed Serena Williams to learn a little bit about tennis to be able to write this story really well. And Legacy is a girl, she comes from nothing. And so all the stories, yeah, they're fun, they're about sports and fantasy, but they're all about like heart and teaching kids lessons, and these lessons that these characters go through in their training and on the court. He wants them to apply to kids and how they lead their lives today. So she comes from nothing. And she, in fact, her dad runs an orphanage, and she just bounces this tennis ball against the wall of the orphanage to pass this time. And then she has this opportunity to represent her republic, the Republic of Nova, in this great tournament to please the queen, Scylla. And so she goes, and she has a lot of trials and challenges there, and she has to figure out how to harness her power of grana, but really comes to learn that it's not what you come from that matters. It's where your heart is and how hard you're willing to work. So this one is awesome. You also notice Kobe's books they're kind of special. This one has a velvet cover. It's embossed with gold. All of his books they come with beautiful illustrations. They have their neat little built-in bookmark inside. Um, the Wizenard series is his first one, and these are about these kids, and they have fun names. So it's and you can see it's kind of this neat painting that he opens with. But these kids, and they're the worst team in their league, and they're from the poorest neighborhood in their district, Rain, Twig, Cash, Peno, and Lab, and their chances are not good. They're not expected to win anything. But then they get this new coach that comes, and his name is Rolabi Wizenard. And that night after practice, all the guys in the team they have this really weird vision, and it inspires them, and it's challenging them to think about challenge what you think about yourselves and who you are and what you could become. And so the first book is all about them kind of working through their inner fears, trusting each other, working as teammates, and then taking big risks. So the first one's called Training Camp, and the second one is their season one, which is really cool. He also wrote a swimming book that just came out not too long ago, Geese. Geese are never swans. And so I have that one. And then Epica, the Tree of Ekrof. And then he wrote a second one, Epica, the River of Sand. And this is in this alternate world dominated by sports and magical power of Grana. And this is about two kids. And one is this orphaned outcast, and his name is Rovi. And then the crown princess, Prussia. And they're in this battle between evil, and they have to uncover their inner strength along the way. I love the inside of this book, too, because all of the pages are rainbow. It's just kind of really neat, kind of special books to hold. So if you check them out, you have to care for these books really well. If you want your own copy, I saw this one at Meijer's, so just your local grocery store has his books. Barnes & Noble does. You can order them on Amazon too. But they're amazing stories about kids reaching deep and becoming their best selves. And so they teach lessons, but they're exciting and they're really fun to read. And that was the work of his heart that he's most proud of. And so today, after you're going to watch Dear Basketball, his Oscar-winning short, and then after that, teachers click on the CBS This Morning clip, which is a really neat interview about Kobe, and you get to see his studios, his publishing house, and he talks about some of his ideas. And I also put a link in there for all of the books that he's written in case you want to see the titles and explore them or maybe get your own copy. So when we're done with the 2 clips, you have this time to enjoy reading, or if you have work to finish up because that trimester is winding up. But please let me know some books you're interested in. I love to put a stack outside my door and have you peruse and take one and then send the rest back. So happy reading. Enjoy Dear Basketball and our clip from CBS this morning. Thank you.